Hi everyone, welcome back to Colouring Kid. So today is going to be part 2 of my colour along in Sagor Och Sagner here by Emelie Oberg. If you haven't seen the first part already, please go and see that if you would like to follow along. I'm just going to get started because we've got quite a lot to do in terms of showing you how to do things. As you can see, I've finished the hands off, I've finished the dress, and I've also finished her hair. So today we will be doing one of these flowers, one of the daisy type flowers here, one of these flowers here, and then some of the leaves as well. And then I'll just finish everything else off camera and you will see the completed page in February's completed pages. So let's get started, and I think I'm going to start with this blue flower up here. So the tools I'm using are my sharpeners, my pencil extenders, my Prismacolor blender, my Faber-Castell rubber pencil, my Uniball Signo white gel pen, and just a dust-free Faber-Castell rubber here. Now, as you may know, I am just using Prismacolors on this so that it's fairer to people instead of dotting around from one pencil type to the other. So I'm just going to get the pencils. So I've used 4 colours. And I've got all my pencils in pencil wrap here, the ones that we're using. I'm trying to reinforce the same sorts of colours just to make the page cohesive. So we have 904 cerulean blue, 919 non-photo blue, Sky Blue Light 1086 and 938 white. Sorry. Okay, so let's get started. So we are going to begin with a base layer of the sky blue light, and this can be really rough, it doesn't really matter too much. Just a light layer like that. Then we're going to go straight in with hard pressure over all of these lines, all the way down here. And this would be shadowed, I think, so I'm going to put shadowing there. I'm making the top of this flower the darkest part. So, for any of you that haven't seen the weather lately, if you don't live in the UK, we've actually had lots of snow, and it's a Friday today and I'm on a snow day, so exciting. I was so happy this morning when we got an email saying our school will be shut. So the weather has been great. It's actually snowing at the moment. I have had a lot of work, so we've got this email system set up at my school where the teachers can send you homework, you can send emails to your teachers if you need help with anything and things like that. So that was non-photo blue. Now I'm going with hard pressure with the sky blue light over all of that and burnishing it. So lots of the teachers that I have today have emailed me work, so I have just finished that, so I'm being able to colour now, which I haven't done any all day. I've just got my work over and done with, which is really nice. It's satisfying, you know, being done with it all now. So now we've burnished that all in, we are just going to grab the white and fill in any areas that haven't been coloured in. Okay, and that's done. I'll show you the stalk a bit next, just so that you can do that quite quickly. So the two colours I'm using, if it will show up, yeah, PC 120, which is Sap Green Light, and Cream 914. So you're just going to go straight with hard pressure with the Sap Green Light, and you'd have a darker area here. I'm just making this, sorry, the stalks really nice and simple. Like that. And when we get to this little leaf here, you're going to use hard pressure. And then burnish it all in with the cream. So yeah, because it's a snow day, obviously the thing is with secondary school and everything, we have buses, so you know, we get the bus to school, and I don't think it would have been very safe this morning because we have had quite a lot, but it's been great not going in. Okay, so I'm going to show you this daisy now. Now, I haven't actually figured out what I'm doing for this. I know what the middle is going to be. No, in fact, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. So, for the middles, we are using 914, which is cream, Jasmine 1012, and Salmon Pink 1001. And then for the actual daisy, sorry if these don't show up very well, it's annoying that I'll have to keep zooming in and out though, so this is 1014 and 1018. I don't know if that will zoom, oh well. So that's pink rose and deco pink and white. So again, for the middles, I'm going to do an overall light layer of cream. In the shadows, which I'm kind of just making up, I'm going in with medium pressure with that salmon pink, and then going over that with the jasmine just to make it a bit more yellowy. Burnish over that with the cream. And then go over the shadows again with salmon pink. So I was meant to go to my performing group today, but it's quite a long drive and they cancelled anyway, but I don't think we were going to go even if we could have done, just because it's not the safest at the moment. Okay, so I'm just sharpening my pencils, so sorry if there's a bit of rummaging around. So, obviously it is Friday, and I think it's very good timing, actually, for our snow day, because then it's like a long weekend. It's like an inset day. It's really nice. So we're going first with the pink rose. So obviously these daisies are mostly white, but they do sometimes have pink on them, but I'm not going to make this pink very dark. So all you're going to do with this is go over all of those lines that make up the petals, like the little veins. And I'm actually going to use cream in this as well, which I forgot to mention for the actual flower. So we've gone over all of those veins for the flower, and then you're just lightly going to, really lightly, just going to take the deco pink, feather that out till about halfway down the leaf. So you still want to keep the texture of the veins. I'm going to go back in where these leaves have a little underlying bit that wasn't necessarily seen before, that I actually missed out. Now we're going to take cream, which I did forget to mention. Again, you're just going to do a light layer over all of that, just to give it a little tint. And finally, I'm going to go over all of it with white. And then I think we will go in again with the pink rose, just to define those veins a little bit more. So I'm really happy with the new setup, because it means that even though I'm quite far away from the picture, it's not really affecting me, because I can still see pretty close, and I can keep my head where I usually would keep it, you know, when I'm actually looking at the picture. So that's good. There we go. So that is the daisy. Now I'm going to show you the other pink flower before we do the other leaves. So I'm going to zoom out to show you the colours for this, because there's quite a few. So for the middles we have PC928 Blush Pink, Salmon Pink 1001, and Cream 914. For the actual flower, what are we using? Sorry, I've just forgotten. Oh no, I haven't, sorry. For the actual flower, we're using my tiny PC929 pink, Hot Pink 993, which I hardly ever use, which I'm glad I'm using, and 938. So let me just put this in my extender. Okay, we will start with the middles of the, the middle of the flower. Okay, so we're going to take the blush pink and just go on the left hand side of this middle and fill in the rest with the salmon pink. On these dark edges here, you're going to do a very, very harsh line of the salmon pink and burnish that with the cream. Okay, next for these flowers, you're going to take 929. Again, like the other flowers, you're going to go over all of the veins. Sorry if the camera just moved a bit then. So this is with very hard pressure. Like that. And then you're going to blush in hot pink, but leave a little outer ring of the colour. So that the white can go there. Now I think I was meant to do another colour before the... I think I was meant to go in with the I know what it was. It was the Deco Peach. Sorry guys, I forgot to tell you about the Deco Peach. So we are adding Deco Peach in now, which is also from the Prismacolor, but that I forgot to mention. And you're just blushing in the hot pink, sorry, just randomly forgot what it was called, and going over the lines, but then you are still again going back over with the white and making sure that those vein areas look quite white. Then you're just going to go back in with the hot pink oh, I keep moving it, sorry. And then actually you are going to go over with the pink rose that we used earlier. Sorry, I think I forgot to mention that I used these. Okay. So that is that. Now we are going to do the leaves that surround these flowers. So I'm going to go for this leaf here. And I can tell you for these we used Cream 914, Pale Sage 1089, Lime Peel 1005, and Olive Green 911. So, as I said, we will be doing this leaf here. Okay, as before with all of the other things, we are doing a light layer. With all of with this stalk area here, you're going to go with the Pale Sage and just do a light layer because this is where one of the darkest areas are going to be. Also, because the leaf is shadowed by these flowers, you're going to layer some of this colour underneath them as well. You're going to go over the top of what you've just done with the lime peel and practically do the same thing just to layer up that colour. The olive green is going to now come on all of these lines and you're going to harshly just draw the line in like that. So you're going to start on the left side to just add a shadow. And this colour palette of the green just helps contrast everything else. In the darkest areas, you're just going to do a very, very light layer of that olive green. And again, just feather out this lime peel so that it's not too harsh. We're going to go over with the Pale Sage quite a lot now. This is really, really burnishing now. And you can then finally finish with the green. Now just to make it a bit brighter, I'm just going to pop a little bit of the lime peel back into the centre. Like that. And that is our bright green leaf. So the only other leaves I have to show you are these small ones up here and these ones up here, and then we can do the deer, and then the picture will be done so far as showing things on the camera, apart from these little bubbles which we will do. So I might just quickly do those bubbles now. So we're just using Cloud Blue 1023, and these are so self-explanatory. I'm literally going over the bubble, feathering out, going over the bubble, feathering out, because I will go over this with white gel pen. Like that. Okay, so for these leaves, for these leaves here, I am going to use sap green light, lime peel, and 289, which is the grey-green light. So you're going to do a light layer of the lime peel this time. Do a harsh line of the sap green light, and then burnish with the grey-green light. It's almost like a white, it's really nice. And then you're just going to make that line darker with the lime peel. So they're done, so that was simple. And just moving the camera slightly. We are now going to do these flowers, and leaves, I'm sorry. And we are using 1096, you won't be able to see this, it won't focus. Oh, there we go, 1096, which is Kelly Green, 1089, and the one you've just seen, 289. So, I'm not going to bother with a light layer for this because the colours blend so well together. So you're just going to do a harsh line of the Kelly Green, and you're going to do harsh lines in the middles of all of these leaves here. Like that. You're going to burnish on top of all of these colours with the 1089 just to lighten that colour, and because these colours are so close to each other and because the Prismacolors are so soft, you really don't need to work hard to get the effect. And then you're simply just going to go straight over with the 289, the grey-green light. Now this paper works differently to other papers. Some things I might take more time over. It really depends what I'm doing. And then the Kelly Green, you're just going to do lines over the middles again. So that is that. Now we're just going to take the 289 and fill in the rest of that stalk. So, now to tackle the deer. Now I have got some sort of colour palette, but I haven't actually done it, obviously, because there's only one deer, so I haven't done it twice. So I think I've picked some colours that I'm going to use. I might not use all of them, but I'll tell you all of them anyway. So, I'm going to do the nose and the ear now, and it's going to be PC928, which is blush pink, white and pink rose. The body is going to have a number of these colours, mainly, you know, probably not all of them, but I'll tell you them anyway. So we have cream, sandbar brown, goldenrod, dark brown, eggshell, light umber, burnt ochre and beige. I'm just going to zoom in. Now I'll just show you here on my foxes, on the little lines I use the same peachy colour that I used for their ears. So I think I will do the same for that line, so I'm just going to zoom in a bit more. So you're going to take the blush pink and just go on the edge like that. Really hard pressure. The pink rose is going to be feathering that out. You're going to do a harsh line in the ear there and fill it all in with the white. To do the actual deer, I'm going to do a whole base layer of the beige. Now, my thinking is that the bottom of the deer here, the bottom bit of its face is going to be quite light. Everything else is going to be fairly dark. I'm just trying to work out what this little bit of fur is. I'm not too sure. Okay, well, we'll do the light bit first. So I'm just going to go in with eggshell along this line. And then you're going to go in with cream very lightly. And white. We're going to very, very lightly take goldenrod and just blush it in. You're going to take beige and just add in touches here and there. So I think that's how it's meant to be, I'm not too sure. So this was my other one that I did, which I'm not really happy with, but it's okay. So I've changed this up a bit, as you can see. I'm taking sandbar brown. And I think I will just take that pink rose and add it in here, just to make it seem as if it's kind of like a cheek. Okay, now on to the actual deer itself. So we're going to go over these dots with white gel pen, or at least some of them. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do. Eggshell on the left hand sides, and really burnish these in. There we go. So you're just going to fill in this area here with a light layer. This is just a guiding layer for the darker colours to then come on top. Okay, I'm going to use the burnt ochre, so that was just goldenrod, burnt ochre is just going to be in the shadows. I'm not using this as an actual colour. I'm just using it to add a little bit of difference. Light umber is now going to properly be the start of burnishing. So this layer that you're putting down now is going to be quite heavy. It's probably about a medium pressure. You want a real difference between this part of the deer and the bottom part, but you also want the deer to be different from the lady because otherwise they'll be too similar. In the really deep shadows we're now adding dark brown. Like this. So I think I'm actually going to make this more burnt ochre than goldenrod, just because I feel like we've already got quite a lot of a goldish colour with her hair. So I'm just doing a light layer of this burnt ochre. I'm going to start burnishing this in circular motions with cream. I feel like cream is quite a good light colour to use. And you're just simply burnishing over the deer like that. Now I'm not a big fan of the bottom part of the deer, so we're just going to take a little bit of the burnt ochre just to add it in. You're just going to do a light layer of that and go over that with cream. This is really a stop-start thing for me, this deer, because there is only one of them, so if I'm having to fix it, or not fix it, because I don't think it looks horrible, but just, you know, tweak it a bit on camera, you know, this would be my real, you know, position. This is what I would actually do, and I kind of want you to see how I get something to look how, you know, I personally would like it. I'm going to go in with light umber. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I might just add a bit of pink. Okay, let me just tilt it so I can see. Yeah, you know what, I think we will leave that. I'm going to take my white Uniball Signo and finish this off. Oops, sorry for the lighting if it's not great. Just put it on the ear as well. So that is our picture you know, technically finished, in the sense that I will go away and finish everything, because now I've shown you everything. So I will be going over in white gel pen the bubbles here, the rest of her dress, and that's probably it, and over the dots on the middles of the flower. But yeah, that's probably it. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making this series, and I'm looking forward to doing the next colour along. I'm just going to carry on adding to stuff while we're talking here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the next colour along, which will be in Fantastic Zoo. It's the deer in that one. So that'll be interesting. I'll try and come up with a slightly better colour palette for that. Just as a note, that one will have lots of different pencils in it, because the colour palette that I've come up with to continue using throughout the whole book for certain things, I just can't help not doing it. So I will have different pencils in that, but I hope you don't mind. So anyway, yes, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy any colouring that you're doing. I appreciate all the comments and everyone that's been subscribing lately. So yeah, I'll see you on my next video. Bye!